but with discipline. So certain interruptions which can be avoided by having a better like planned sort of a thing, so that they are not lost in their thoughts while they speak, can be a good thing to note for the roles when you come here. Then we of course had our presidential address, where she opened the meeting as usual with all that energy that no matter whether our members are less or more, she gets in that positive energy in us, where we are able to find ourselves here, at least on why we are here, and that is our president. And now coming to the TMOD at the end, of course, we had a very good word of the day. As we said, and the best thing just before the word of the day was that our guests are our most important element of every meeting, because we look forward to have more guests coming in, so that you get an RVP membership would convert you into being our member very soon. And I think with all the introduction and the background that you wanted, you are in the right place to become a potential member, and then I'm sure it will be very helpful for you as well. So that is one thing, can be a practice where the guests can be introduced in the beginning, as we did today, so that there is an importance in the guests that they get in the beginning itself. The word of the day, again coming back to TM Shobana, did a wonderful job at presenting a word, rectitude. I think it was used a couple of times, more than 14
times.
I thought it was more those masters and of course only was 14, and forget about the rest. Yeah. And then what could have happened better here is that, considering that we have a newcomer and a guest, we always assume that all of us are members, so we'll just do this agenda as a routine practice. But to fall into that place of a discipline, let's assume that there's a guest always, irrespective of whether there is no guest or yes, so that you get an opportunity to talk here for a while, and let's do that talking, but in a right phase. So you need to explain what a word of the day is all about, what is the need for having it, so that questions like our guest who was actually thinking, it was right opinion, like why do we have to complicate things when we have so many other alternative words that we can use. But the purpose is to improve our vocabulary. You need to learn new words, followed by our two interesting speeches on communication and mentoring. I think they were well evaluated by our best evaluators, TM Rinku and DTM Shalini. Table topics, I must say, was very with rectified. The person was here presenting the topic, but however, one suggestion is again explaining what table topic is all about. So it happened in bits and pieces, but before you begin, you need to get the same feel of what we are going to experience in a contest or elsewhere, so that when we start moving into another club or while visit in the contest, we get a feel of the same, you get tuned to be there to experience the same sort of a thing, so that when you actually face the table topic sessions, it is going to be very helpful. And how does that happen is that control is on the table topic master on how we're going to conduct it. Like you need to, it is not that the moment you tell a topic, immediately they can't be speaking about something. So how can you give that time to that person to at least for a fraction of a second to organize the structure of the speeches by talking about Toastmaster so-and-so, the topic, repeat the topic, and then the name. Like for example, what do you see while your eyes are closed? Toastmaster Shobna. What do you see while your eyes are closed? What do you see while your eyes are closed? Toastmaster Shobna, over to you. So that much of time given itself will help the speaker, organize a little bit of thoughts, and then they can start speaking. So this can be a best practice to be adopted in every meeting to get that feel of how we actually, face a table topic sessions to get a better, ourselves out. And then the topic need to be a little simple and short, so that the speaker also finds it very difficult to relate quickly, and because the whole objective of table topic here is not about speaking for length, and that's the reason where we speak only for 2 minutes, but the reason is because it is just an attempt made to speak impromptu, so that you get to learn another most important skill in public speaking. Now coming to the timer, I think our timer did a very good job, and there were additional roles actually in a meeting to be played, like a grammarian, an hour counter. There are more such things actually in a meeting, but because we have less members and multiple roles, at times becomes very difficult. Probably we had Toastmaster Seema, we could have thought of it in the beginning so that she could have taken some of it. So this role can be, little bit of thing can be sorted out, because a lot of times, yes, I understand agenda would be done in advance with certain confirmation, but when we reach this room here, plans changes. So at least we should always have a plan B, wherein with all the members existing here, if we have anybody who can take an impromptu role, we might as well encourage, so it becomes win-win sort of a thing. And overall, I must say this, that with rectitude, again, we had the very, very interesting session. Now talking about the most important person of this meeting, who helped us find yourself, itself is a very interesting topic, and I think a big round of applause to our Toastmaster Namrata. And I must say that when you look at her from the day she's been here, I think she carries a lot of positivity around her, that no matter, I have seen her meet with you, or even if she's talking to someone else at a far distance, you feel that she is full of positive energy, and that is what is more important, those vibes that you carry within yourself. And as she rightly said, there were a lot of simple things that she mentioned about, but it actually matters. The 2 or 3 things that I like the most about what she talked about is, it's a simple thing, but she gave her that symbolic layers, and then pointing out where you are. Sometimes we feel that we are a lot of things in the world, but actually we are nothing. We are so very little when compared to what the world actually is a very good message. Having a thick fence around us is also a very important thing, and that a lot of people don't realize that thing, because we live here for a very short while, and it is very important that you make a thick fence around you at that point. The third most important thing, and I think it's a very, very important thing, is that all that happens around you is temporary. And I fully agree with her, because what you need to take is what you need to take, and leave the rest and live happily. So wishing you all the best, and I think with this meeting we have done a really